I was talking to Tom earlier and some other members of my community, and I realized I made sort of a big mistake. And I didn't warn a lot of the YouTube viewers, basically, not telling them exactly what we're sort of seeing ahead. And since I've already made a significant warning and was warning ahead of time about how the correction will start, how it will look like, and how basically lots of the viewers didn't really want to accept because it's an inconvenient truth, and so they didn't want to accept the thesis. And but I realized in the last several days in the community, just a real quick shout out here. This is the patreon.com/investor. This is how you join, and you're then able to join the Discord, and then you are in the know. Okay, so me and my members, my Patreon members, basically, who are on the Discord, and we talk about these things more in depth on a daily basis. I've warned and I've said some things that I maybe have not got to warn and talk about in the videos, and so I think it's rather urgent that I'll say these things and show you what I mean. And basically what I'm talking here is that we're about to have somewhat of a relief rally of sorts, or a corrective movement that is going to be very bullish in its nature, and we're kind of getting prepared for it with our members. I think maybe Tesla will be a fine example to show off what it is that I'm trying to point out. Basically, for example, like you can see right here on the chart as I presented, yes, we'll be having that downwards movement within the channel. It's all nice and dandy. Everything so far worked out exactly as I predicted. We are now within the range of the handle of 260, 50 basically. As I've said, everything so far so good. We said 256 is a major support area. You have 270.19. If you really want to be specific, you have some in between weaker levels such as 258.15, 260.67. But the main point here is that we're about to have a rally, right? Or so it appears to be. We're about to have some form of a relief rally. No one says it's going to happen today in today's price action or actually next week, but it is something that is coming ahead, and we'll probably have some form of a relief rally moving upward sometime soon. It's too premature to say how high we will get. Of course, I know some of you are getting super excited seeing how I'm showing this off. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying it could work out as far as something as crazy as this, formulating more of a head and shoulders structure, right? But it is not certain, so I wouldn't bet on it. And this is a hypothetical sort of potential path. If anything, what we are far more certain of is that there's this channel right here, and what I am saying far more likely to happen is that we'll be moving along this channel, whether slipping out a little bit more or less. So all in all, it can be as grand as something akin to this. Of course, I'm showing off here the 400 handle area, but it's not certain. This is, again, this is sort of a hypothetical, theoretical potential, just to be very, very precise about what it is that I'm trying to present here. Still, we have to acknowledge the fact of the matter that it's going to be a significant bull trap that is coming ahead. We can see it whether it's on Palantir, on Tesla. It really doesn't matter where you look at in the vastness of the market, mainly in sort of the tech sphere. If you noticed yesterday was just horribly red, and so today, maybe with the unemployment claims or something else that Trump will come out and say, maybe the Fed speaks, something of that sort that eventually, shortly, will overturn the market to retest previous highs, such as 5,900 on the SPX, maybe even closer to well, basically, it's more so, it appears to be really on the charts right now, it appears to be more the 58, 59 area handle area. So I wouldn't say 6,000. That would be a significant, it feels like an exaggeration, but yes, it still may even be as high as roughly the area of 6,000, retesting sort of these levels before we continue downwards. So basically what this video is all about is to point out that this relief rally or a corrective movement we're about to have in the market, so in the near term sessions, whether we're talking about days or weeks out, are going to be very confusing and very misleading. My members, my Patreon members, are completely prepared and aware and understand what the bigger narrative, so what the bigger picture is showing, what the narrative is, and they're far more prepared for a continuation of this movement downwards that will end up with far lower lows than we are looking at right now. We're talking roughly about the 4,800 handle area, and the like, right? We can be even looking at lower 47, 46, and some of you already are in the know. We're looking maybe at a far deeper correction. Some of you already know I spoke about this and mentioned these numbers. It's the 3,300 area. So basically, there's a lot of pain ahead, and everybody's already, buying with both hands and thinking with this sentiment of buy the dip sort of thing, which you were conditioned into. And I would be very, very careful. And this is exactly the reason why technical analysis is tremendously important. Understanding the cycles, understanding why things are happening the way they do, what is the actual narrative, and what is the structure of things are implying for the future price action, right? This is kind of it. This is the main point of what I wanted to say. I highly recommend all of you join my Patreon community, so you guys get to be in the know. Same as my Discord members, my Patreon members, you will be greeted with a very pleasant surprise. I've now have everything 50% discounted. Basically, all the tiers as they were are now 50% discounted. That includes in in retroactive sort of action, meaning all the previous members are also now, guys, if you'll go to your Patreons, you'll be happily greeted with the realization that now you pay half the price every month. And so, yeah, I mean, I hope you guys enjoy. I decided to drop the prices so more members can join the community. I highly recommend taking the opportunity now, because I don't know for how long I'll be keeping everything 50% discounted. The current prices, as you see them, are already 50% discounted on the Patreon. So basically, if you further use the annual ticker there and you switch it to 10%, you get 10 more percent on top of these 50. That's it, boys and girls. Welcome to the community, to all the new members. I'm tremendously grateful to see how quickly and the community is growing, basically. So yeah, hope to see you all on the Discord so we can discuss and be all prepared for what is coming rather soon. Bye bye. See you on the next one.